It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics win the tap. Irving to Horford. Inside, he scores.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Boston with the basketball. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Goes to the left side. And the finish at the rim.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
To Irving. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Covington. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Kyrie with the rock. Nothing going here on that drive. Blocked by Embiid. To Jaylen Brown. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Simmons. Brown into the front court. He'll run the offense. Tatum. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces, with fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring, and he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge
stuffs it down with authority. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Horford. From the painted area, won't go down. To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Count the baskets. A lot of contact. No foul.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But With all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Simmons with it. The score 10-8. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Shot by Tatum won't fall.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively. This is going to be a dogfight.
Brown with it up top. Down 2. Tatum. He made his first effort, but not that time. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting reports. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Ball's controlled by Boston. 4-3. Not going down here. 1 quarter down. The 76ers have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, had him going there for a second. Beyond the arc for 3. Contested shot. Marcus Morris can't hit. Fultz with the basketball. Leads 5. Good. Off a spin.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Celtics have it. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Not that time.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Irving with the basketball. 9-point margin. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Fultz into the front court. His team up by 7. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Covington.
Hey, clear the lane. I got you.
And scores.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Celtics have it. Irving. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here comes the screen. Fultz to Embiid. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Irving to Hayward. For 3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Markelle Fultz to Embiid. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Kyrie across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Hayward. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Irving brings the ball up court. Curling inside to Hayward. Now a steal by Philly. Fultz with the basketball. Up a dozen. Redick. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Embiid, good through the contact and going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The 76ers didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Celtics have yet to appear after one half of basketball. At this point, it's all about pride. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Missed threes.
The Boston Celtics should really consider abandoning the emphasis on long-range shots, given how poorly they've been performing from beyond the arc. The accuracy is just not there in today's matchup. Most of their misses were easily in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Smith was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The 76ers. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Sixers control it. Simmons. Screen coming. Surveys the floor to Simmons. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Hayward to Horford. No good. Defense catching a break there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Probing the defense. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Covington. Robert Covington with the strong finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Irving. To Horford. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys down big. Hayward to Irving. Runner here, won't go. Embiid to Simmons. Scores from the post.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. First time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Embiid to Simmons. Shot won't go. Hayward to Irving. Shot from the lane won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Boston with the basketball. Hayward to Horford. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. Inside, he scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Hayward to Rozier. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Hayward. Screen coming. To Horford. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Simmons. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Rozier with it. Down a bundle. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Simmons into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. That ends the third quarter, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward. Smart shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Hayward. Covington to Simmons. Nice pass to set things up.
You've been working on your game.
Celtics have it. Hayward to Rozier. Nothing going here on that drive. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys holding the big lead. To Embiid. Flushes it home. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward to Marcus Smart from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Simmons. And scores. Strong take.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Irving to Rozier. Irving. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Short jumper stays out. To Fultz. It's denied by Horford.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. No good. Hayward to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Hayward. With a drop step. Can't connect. To Embiid with a drop step. Short jumper won't go down. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
It's Ben Simmons controlling the offense. Sizing up the defense. To Embiid. Deep two there, won't go. Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was just amazing in this game. What other word could you use for someone that played the kind of defense that shut down an entire team? Yeah, exactly. Amazing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Boston Celtics. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.